All right, so kind of picking right up from our last, let me get some of this shit actually. Kind of picking right up from our last like little psychology video. So last video we were talking about advice. This video we're talking about kind of confidence, how to have it from hard work, and how it's really gonna help you out. So a big concept that comes here, you can have confidence and like you're gonna succeed if you're working hard. So like what does that really mean in in context? So like it's a big thing I like to say is if you're starting a business, technically like the culture, I guess, and other people they view it as like some crazy risk. It's not a risk. Like if you're actually if you know you're a hardworking person and you're gonna work hard at it, it's not a risk, it's just a shortcut. Like so around my area, like I said, you can make like 50 to 100 an hour starting out with a business. So if you know, say it's a landscaping business, like in my example, if you know that you're going to be out there advertising, you're going to be getting customers, you're going to be working on your sales pitch, you're going to be working on maximizing profits, you're going to be working on getting good tools, getting this shit, getting that shit. Like if you know you're going to be doing all of this shit, and then you're going to be showing up to the job working. Once you get enough jobs in and enough contracts, you're going to be getting workers to work for you. If you know you're going to do all of this shit and then you're avidly doing it, then there's no fucking risk involved. And you're just fucking going out being a little 16-year-old and you're making 50 an hour instead of 15 an hour. Like, it's literally that simple. Like, you can have all the confidence you want if you're going to work hard. Like, it's literally that simple. Like that's kind of my big example with that's why I don't really get scared about things because you gotta think of it this way, like some little kid wants to fucking fight you. Not a little kid, but like comparatively. So like say some like for me, say like some little like 100 pound, 110 pound kid who's never wrestled, never boxed, never done any martial art. Say they're like pressing me in school or some shit. Am I gonna be like, oh no, please don't? Even if they're bigger than me, I still want to be like that. But am I gonna be like, oh, all submissive and be like, oh, please don't, please don't, please don't? No, I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up. I can't say that word on YouTube, but I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, who are you talking to like that? And why can I say that? Why can I have confidence that I would beat this kid in a fight? Because of the hard work. Because I'm in the gym. I did wrestling. I did boxing. Like, I put in the hard work so then I can have confidence when someone that weighs less than me and has less experience than me wants to press my shit. So, just like that. Or say you worked your ass off, learned trading, and you made like 5 figures this month. Which isn't a crazy amount of money, but it's most than the average person, especially like most more than anyone that's like around your age, however old you are, that's watching this. If some little fucking kid that's slinging dope or some shit making like a few hundred a week, if they're like, yo, go band for band with me, is it smart to go band for band with them? No, be fucking mature. But could you go band for band with them and would you probably win that? Yes, because you put in the work and you made more money. Like, and that's really the overlying message of this entire video is just like confidence. So, should you should you be confident if you have all of these goals but you haven't reached them? No, because you didn't put in any work yet. So that's the biggest thing. Confidence is built off of what you have currently through your hard work. It's not based off of what you plan on getting. If you're like being a dickhead because you're like, "Oh, I'm going to go to the NFL." Come on, bro. You think you're going to go to the NFL? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? How good are you at your position? Have you looked at the percentages of how many people go to the NFL? No. So now if you are a fucking NFL player, fuck yeah, dude, I would take anything, like any shit talking you told me. Because you're making more, most likely you're making more than me, and you did it. You put in that work. So yeah. Shit, now, this kind of goes to humility once again, which we'll talk about in another video. It's a dickhead move. Don't be a fucking dick. Like, don't go around being a dick. But if you're working hard like this, and that's a big thing, you have to have a difference between your goals and what you've actually done. Because if a teacher in school is like shit talking your goals or whatever, and like shit talking this stuff, if you're like, I'm gonna make 5K in a week, I'm gonna make this much trading, I'm gonna get to a point where I'm making 10 bands off of every trade. Unfortunately, you haven't done that shit yet, so it's just a goal. But if they're like talking shit, they're like, you really think you're gonna be successful in this? And then you're like, yeah, I made 10K this morning. How much did you make? Then is it a dickhead response? Yes, but you actually did it. So you can kind of take confidence in it, and you can take pride in it. So this song sounds can't say that on YouTube. Sounds really bad. That's what we were gonna say. So it's really like that's the thick of it, dude. Like there's no hidden message. It's just fucking like how to have confidence through your hard work. Like, and confidence is more of a thing where people notice it. You don't like if you have confidence, you don't have to brag. If you're bragging, you're just a dickhead. But if you have confidence, people will notice it. You're not gonna be telling them none of this. They'll see it. Like, say you're in the gym and you bulked up. I'll use one of my examples for this. You bulked up 40 pounds in 1 year, or not even 1 year, like a few months, and you're looking a lot better and stuff. People are gonna start telling you in the hallways, dude, you're looking jacked. People are gonna be like, wow. They're gonna be complimenting your physique and shit. You're not gonna have to be like, and I wasn't like this ever. You're not gonna be like, yeah, bro, I lift all this weight. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, I could bench you, bro. Yeah, bro, you're like a string bean. No, you're not gonna have to be like that. That's not confidence, that's gloating. Compared to if people are coming to you about it, that's when you know you made it. Someone wants to record your fucking nice sports car, that's when you know. Is that the same thing as fucking like being like, yeah, I just bought a Lamborghini? No, bro, you're being a dickhead, bro. In most cases. But no. So that's a big thing. Like the difference between confidence and gloating. Um I've definitely gloated before, like I'm not about to act like I'm Jesus Christ or like some perfect person. Jesus Christ is the one and true Lord, and if you don't agree with that, then whatever. But no, confidence, confidence is very important, but you have to have a basis for that confidence. You have to actually have reasoning for that confidence. You can't just be overconfident for nothing. Like you should never. And we're in a state of the world where this will sound controversial, but it shouldn't. You should never have confidence if you're fucking sitting at home on the couch all day, not investing a single hour of your time into a skill, business, something like that. You're doing that. You're fucking in your mid to high 20s living with your fucking parents, and you have no goals. You're not going to the gym, you're fat as shit, this and that. You shouldn't have any confidence, bro. Because then you're not going to want to get better. If you already feel great about yourself, then why would you want to make yourself better? Get the fuck out of here. Fucking loser ass mentality. But all of a sudden you went to the gym for the first time today. Well, you picked up a minimum wage job. Is that anything to brag about? Fuck no. But you can go to sleep at night being like, dude, I'm fucking making it. I'm doing something right. I'm better than I was the day before. And that's something to take pride in. Are you going to gloat to other people? No, but you can take pride in that. Like, I'm proud of you. If if you're genuinely getting better, that might not be too high of a goal, and a lot of other people wouldn't view that as a goal. But if you're doing better than you were the day before, then yeah, I'm proud of you, dude. Um, and why can you be confident? Because you're putting in work. Like, people don't understand. If you're what started as a minimum wage job, making 15 an hour, and going to the gym for like an hour a day, maybe even less, you superset that shit. All of a sudden, a year from now, that could end up in you putting on a serious amount of weight, being jacked, dating the hottest girl you've ever dated. And in that same, people don't understand how fucking long a year is. Like, after this video, go sit in the corner of your fucking room, no lights on, no music, and just sit there for even just 5 to 10 minutes to see how long that truly is. And then you'll really get a new perspective on sitting on TikTok all day, fucking wasting all your time. But no, people don't understand how long a fucking year is. In a year, in 1 year from today, I went from wanting to go to college to running a successful business to making way more trading than I ever did running that business. So if I can do all that shit, if I can if I can do all that and I can fucking be in the gym while I'm doing it, then dude, if I can learn how to make a fucking successful ass business while maintaining an honor roll GPA, while lifting in the gym, and then also in that same year learn this fucking hard ass concept and make all this money while long term investing and making a fuck ton of money off of that, why can you not just learn trading? Like, why can you not just watch a few videos every day and fucking hop on the charts, backtest, replay trade, and then start it with a live account? Why can't you do that? Because you're a fucking pussy. You're lazy. Like, no. No one cannot make it. Every single fucking person can make it. Like, I know someone who literally can't walk, and they are making more money than me off of this trading shit. They live by my school. Like, let that shit click with you. Why is this low? But no. Like, really let that shit click in your head. If you're working, we'll do the exact numbers right here. I don't want my fucking search history going up, so we're using the calculator on our phone. So, say you're making 15 an hour. Even, like, just say you did this over winter break. Say you're sitting on your ass and you're just waiting for winter break. Maybe you're researching this shit. So, if you're in the gym every day, that's good for you, obviously. But let's go purely financial here. Minimum wage is more than 15 an hour. I haven't worked minimum wage since I was like fucking 14, so I wouldn't know. But say you're making 15 an hour and you're doing this over Christmas break. So you're doing 8-hour days for both weeks of Christmas break. So 120 a day. And you can take the weekends off, whatever. Go fucking do you. You made $1,200. Now, obviously, taxes are going to take some of that, but you made around $1,000. Do you understand how many fucking funded accounts you could buy with that $1,000? A fucking lot. And if you're using a good strategy, you have your fucking psychology down, you're risk managing, you're not blowing every single fucking account in one trade, then you worked 2 weeks to make $1,000 and you roll that shit into trading. You're avidly trying to learn it. You're actually attempting this shit. Don't be like, oh, I tried this shit for a week and I'm not profitable, so I'm gonna quit. Yeah, you know what? If that's your mentality, then just go fucking quit. We don't need people like you at the fucking top. But no. Like, if you're actually dedicating yourself to that, it takes 2 weeks to make $1,000. Depending on the margin of the account, we'll just say 10 funded accounts. You get 10 attempts to do this shit. I did it on the first try. So let that sink in. How long does it really take to be a successful trader? It takes the learning phase, but once you get this shit down, it takes 2 weeks. Even if you're working fucking minimum wage, the littlest amount of money you can get paid, fuck that. You could work 1 week if you actually know your shit. You could work 1 day if you really know your shit on trading. But 1 week to build up capital, then what? 2 weeks And fuck that, no. 1 week to pass part 1 of the FTMO challenge, 1 week to pass part 2. It's 3 weeks. That's once you learn this shit, that is under a month. Under a month that you can go right to making $1,000 a day, right to making fucking 5 figures a month. Is there any other? It's not some get rich quick scheme. You have to put in the work, but if you put in the work quicker, then you'll get rich quicker. So, is there anything else in this world that you know that once you understand it, you can go make fucking 5 figures a month in 3 weeks? Is there? Don't think so. So, yeah. If you can do that in 3 weeks, how many weeks are in a year? 52. So, that is, you are spending, well, obviously you're going to have to learn it, and that's different for everyone else. But, if you just put in 3 fucking weeks, let's do 52 divided by 3. So you're telling me you can't spend 1/17 of your fucking year, 3 weeks out of your entire life, to learn this shit and never have to worry about food being on the table, never have to worry about a car payment, never have to worry about a mortgage, never have to worry about working a 9 to 5, never have to worry about anything in your life ever again. All you have to do is work hard, bust ass, contribute 3 fucking weeks, dude. Like, dude, come on. That's this hard work concept. Like, it's all it takes, brother. All it fucking takes. It's 3 weeks of your life. If you're me, obviously I had my business going, like I was set for life, regardless of whether trading worked or not, which that kind of helped my psychology and mental because it helped with me not take profiting too early or hitting my stop loss too early. But it took me 4 months, 3 months to learn it, 1 month to set everything up, and I will never have to work a 9 to 5. I'll never have to touch that shit. I'll never have to worry about food, which I never did in the first place. I have amazing parents. But once I'm out of the house, never have to worry about food. Get to drive in whatever sports car you want, whatever house you want, whatever fucking services. Like you never have to mow your lawn again. Get someone to do that shit. Get someone to come fucking wash your car. Get Uber Eats every night. Eat steak every night. And all it takes is 4 months of your fucking life, dude. Assuming you died at fucking age 20, bro. 20 times 12 divided by 4. That is, if you died at age 20, that is 1/60th of your fucking life to be set for the rest of it. Like, dude, fucking lock the fuck in, bro. Just work hard. Work hard, and then you can have confidence. Then you can go jack off, do whatever you want. Like, it's even this concept with me trading now. Do I want to get better at it? Fuck yeah. So I'm still back testing every weekend. But once you learn this shit, you put in that hard work, you learn this. What am I doing? I'm on market from... Most of the time I'm off of market by 10 a.m. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck, even with being in school taking subpar trades. But you're on market from maybe like fucking 8 to like 12 every day, 4 hours on market. You have confidence in your trades, you make a few $1,000, then you're off that shit, and you have the confidence you can literally do whatever you want in that time. Don't do anything illegal, but you have 20 other hours of your day to do whatever the fuck you want, and you don't have to worry about what you're doing because you just made $1,000 in 4 hours. Like, bro, come on, lock the fuck in. But that's about it. Just fucking work hard so that you can take confidence in it, and don't take the littlest bit of fucking confidence in anything you do if you haven't worked hard. It's that simple.